Hey guys, I'm Ariana if you're new here. If you're not, welcome back to my channel. Today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to get this beautiful, universal, I would like to say, wedding eyeshadow look. You can wear this for prom, you can wear this for any fancy occasion, and I love this look because I feel like it's super versatile, but I'll get into that later. So we're gonna go ahead and start off with our base. I usually just use concealer as eyeshadow primer. Don't use eyeshadow primer, but this is the palette we're going into. This is the Natasha Denona Ayana palette. Yep. So we are going to be using these two lighter shades, this like dark brown as the darkest, and then that transition shade, and both of these shimmer shades. So I'm just using everything except for that dark brown shade. So the first thing that I went ahead and did was take a shader brush. This is the IT Cosmetics brush. I went ahead and added that darkest transition shade into the crease, and I'm literally just following my whole entire crease line from the beginning of the eye to the outer corner, and then kind of winging it out and winging it up. So this look is going to be a cut crease type of look, but it's super easy, and we are going to add some flair, some dimension, but essentially this is a cut crease. So we are adding the darkest shade onto our crease to add that dimension and kind of set it apart and create that contrast from the shimmer shadows which are going on our lid. So we want to make sure that the crease area is completely the same consistency, the same kind of shade throughout the whole entire length of the eyelid. Okay, I hope you're following. So I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing on the other side. So right now I'm literally just packing on the dark transition shade and making sure that it's even throughout the whole length of the lid, and then I'm going to go in and kind of buff out the edges on the top. So I am kind of focusing on getting the pigment on the eye before I go into blending. So making sure that shape is there, making sure, like I said, the even base consistency pigment is on the entire length. This is what it looks like before I start blending it out. I then went ahead and flipped the brush over to the side, buffed out the top edge of that dark brown shimmer shade, and then added the lighter shimmer shade just to kind of create a beautiful fade going up toward the brow bone. And that's basically it for the matte shadows. We're going to move on to the detailing of the eyeshadow look. So I went ahead and used my e.l.f. Camo Concealer. This is a pretty light concealer for me. I would definitely recommend using a lighter concealer to really make the shimmer shades pop. And we are going in with pretty neutral shimmers, so I went in with a really small concealer brush and just carved out my entire lid. So this is pretty easy for me to do. If you're not used to carving out your lid, I definitely recommend practicing before your event or wherever you're going. I'm very used to my eye shape, so I just kind of swoop it on, but I use my crease as a guide, and I also create the line, like the cut crease line, on top of my lid. So I follow my crease, but I go a little bit higher than that, just so you'll be able to see the shape when my eyes are open and looking straight ahead. So when I went ahead and did the second eye, I went in with that first kind of swoop of concealer, and then I just checked it to make sure that it was symmetrical with the first eye, and then made any adjustments that I had to do, and then I just completely filled in my whole entire lid with concealer. So that is what I'm doing here. And then I went ahead and kind of fixed the base by kind of blending it out. So I'm using this Real Techniques like mini kabuki brush. This is the brush that I use to blend out concealer in really small places, and I'm just like going over the concealer and buffing it out just to make sure that this is a nice smooth canvas. If you don't do this, the shimmer shades will come out a little bit more splotchy and patchy, especially if you are doing a cut crease with matte shades, then you definitely want to buff out that concealer. So the first shade that I'm going in with is the kind of like champagne looking shade. The two shades in this palette were like a little bit more of a gold, rose gold shade, and then like a dark gunmetal gray shimmer shade. So I went in with the lighter one for the inner corner first half of my eye. So I'm literally just packing it on, and I also used a concealer brush to apply this to make sure that the brush is doing all of the work, so we aren't kind of blurring that line that we created with that concealer. So it was super easy to do. The only like attention to detail you have to take is just making sure you don't like mess up that line like I'm doing here. You should just do that first and then fill in the rest. And then I just kind of like tapped over that little merging area where they both blended together, and that's how we blend shimmer shades. Shimmer shades are so easy to blend, so this was super easy to do. And the fact that, like, I mean, these shades look so cute together, and like, I mean, they came in the same palette, so they obviously work together, but it's so interesting to me because, like, the first shade is a pretty, like, champagne, it could be warm tone, but it's not, and then paired with that cool tone gray, but it still works. So that's why I feel like this look is super versatile. If you're wearing, like, silver or if you're wearing gold, I feel like this would look great with literally anything. So I then went ahead and took some concealer on my regular concealer brush and just cleaned up those outer corners. This is going to make sure that your look is very clean, put together, also symmetrical, and those wings are nice and swooped, and it's just going to tie the whole eye look together. So that's basically it for the eyeshadow. I then went ahead and added some mascara. I will show you guys what this looks like without falsies. Here it is. I'm definitely going to take this look to a couple other levels, but this is, you can definitely stop here if you are not into falsies. It looks fine. I like it. But of course I went ahead and added some fake lashes. So if you are going to a fancy event, or even like wherever you're wearing this, depending on how dramatic you want to be, I'm going to show you all the levels that you can take this look to. So I'm applying some lashes. These are lashes by Jujubee on Instagram. I will link them below. I love these lashes. I've been pairing them with every single eye look I've been doing, and they're so cute. But this is what this look looks like with lashes and a bare lower lash line. So I love this kind of like doll look, opened eye look with a bare lash line. It really just opens up your eyes. But I'm going to go ahead and take it a step further and add some more drama, and we're going to go ahead and smoke out that lower lash line. I feel like this is like the prettiest, most dramatic level of this look, and I also feel like this really brings out your eyes. If you have brown eyes, these shades will definitely complement it, and then giving that definition to your lower lash line by adding that black waterline will really make your eyes pop. So I went ahead and lined my lower lash line with a black liner, and then I'm just smoking it out. I kind of dragged it into my actual like lash line where my lashes were coming out of my skin, and I just kind of buffed that out to blend that out a little bit. I then went ahead in with that transition shade, like that dark brown transition shade, and I just smoked it out, just ran it under there. And then I went in with some mascara. I don't like to take my like dramatic lower lash line down too far, because I feel like if I like really go in and like stack a bunch of shades on there, it'll really bring down my eyes. So I like to make sure that it's like as short as possible, while still also kind of like adding some depth and drama to my lower lash line. But this is the final look. This is the most dramatic that I feel like we can take this, and I'm here for it. So this is what it looks like. Let me know what you guys think. I'm super happy with it. It's so cute. I would wear this with like literally anything. This is my go-to look when I don't know what the heck I'm doing with my face or what I'm doing with my outfit. So here's a little close-up. It is pretty interesting the way that the shimmer shades blend together, and I find it very pretty. So let me know what you think. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any other suggestions for me, please let me know. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video as well, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.